I'll do the Jazz. I'll do American Savings first. Make sure that gets in. Well, the Jazz, who did very well last year in winning the close games, they were 10-3 in games decided by 3 or fewer points. Not doing well this year. Hey, a reminder that every time a Jazz player makes a three-point shot from the field, Primary Children's Medical Center will receive $10 compliments of American Savings. Darrell Griffith is committed to also donating $10 to the Primary Children's Medical Center each time he makes a three-pointer.
Don't forget on 57 KLUB, listen to Dave Blackwell. He'll be coming up after this game on the new expanded Jazz Talk postgame show. So hang right in there. Don't forget Mike Runge each morning, 5:30 to 10. Mike Runge on club. Here's Malone, left corner for a three-point try, no good. Rebound, Big Mark. Hammer the glass. Rebound to Baylor. He scores. Big T followed it on the second effort. 17 for Thurl Baylor.
Chicago staying away. They didn't want to foul on that and give the Jazz a three-point play.
Wisely done. 4-point lead for Chicago, and they have the ball. They clear it into John Paxson, on down to Jordan. And Jordan will do a little dribbling out left side. They double him, right side of Paxson. 15 seconds left in the game. Chicago on their way to their 8th win in 9 road games, and they'll be 12-3 after this baby. Paxson, 8 seconds left to Jordan, 6 seconds, and they foul him with 6 seconds left. This foul to Hansen. So Bobby gets his 5th foul. Michael Jordan will shoot 2. He has 45 points in the game.
Well, Jordan just got poked in the right eye, so he probably still score 40 points with only one eye. But Bobby Hansen gave a little pat and said, I'm sorry, or something of that degree. Well, he had 45 points last year here at the Salt Palace.
But a different score this time, and the Bulls are going to win this one. Here's Jordan with a 4-point lead. Michael, free throw, good.
Well, I'll tell you, that's extraordinary, Hot Rod. An 8-1 record on the road.
You bet.
And 12-3 overall.
2 young rookies playing a lot of time.
That's right. That's what he did. That's what he did last night at Golden State too.
Jordan gets them both. He has 47.
So now the Jazz are coming up with the old 6-point basket.
Yeah.
But it really has not affected the people here who are heading out. Actually, it was pretty crowded around the Salt Palace tonight with the Festival of Trees and the game here tonight. I thought I'd go and check out a spruce or something.
It's a good time to talk about the Jazz extended postgame show. Seriously. You guys are going to every game. You've got Carl Archie with you.
And Kurt Wilson.
And you're going into both locker rooms. You're getting some real hot information, live interviews quickly, and it's something that people can listen to.
Yeah, we're pleased. As a matter of fact, I went to a radio advertising get-together last night, and a general manager of another station says he always listens to a station, except when it comes time for Jazz Talk, because of the interviews that Carl and Kurt have been getting, and Doug Collins stopping by, and Bill Fitch. The coaches will stop by, and we're pleased to get the response that we have had on the Jazz Radio Basketball Network from people who say it is filling a void, but after all, that's why we did it, because we heard enough people last year saying by the time that you finished with your post game and gave the stats, then they get to the car and it was all gone.
And now we also want to thank, for our first time tonight, Channel 13 KSTU TV, which you and I'll be working some 11 games, I believe.
Yeah, this is our first one, the only one, Rod, that you and I'll be doing at home. But then we have 4 in January, I know, starting January 2nd at Sacramento. So we'll do 10 road games. So looking forward to it. I missed it a little bit, but I'll tell you, there with the Jazz Talk before and after, and not much time for travel. But you and Carl really sounds terrific.
Thank you. Here's Stockton with Hansen and Averoni, Griffith and Malone. Jazz have 6 seconds. They're down 6.
Well, they got 3 three-point shooters in there, and Averoni will toss it in.
You get a bucket and maybe a quick steal, who knows? Averoni, Griffith will take the three-pointer. They let him have it. He scores it. Griffith, the Jazz down 3. Darrell Griffith has 19. So they need another three-pointer. And Chicago takes a timeout, and we got 3 seconds left in the game. Now it's 104 to 101, Chicago.
Well, about this time of the Dallas game last year, I was about on 33rd South. And listen to you do that one.
24 seconds left, and they were down 7.
No way they could. Yeah, there's no way they could have, though. I still think like those people who don't think we ever got to the moon. I don't believe it unless I saw it. Right? No, I couldn't believe that one. But
all you need now is a steal, 3-point shot, and get fouled in the act, and you win it right at the buzzer. No big deal.
I think that they'd be very satisfied with the steal. But wasn't this basically the same situation with about 3 seconds to go, and Ricky got the inbounds pass and was able to get it to Griff, and the Jazz in that instance won it, so it can't happen. But
Chicago did what Dallas didn't do. That Dallas jumped out of bounds with that ball, and Sam Perkins inbounded it. They had a timeout, could have moved it to midcourt. They didn't take it, and they threw it away. And Dick Mata, who was coaching Dallas at the time, said, "Now you wonder why." He said, "You think the players listen to us coaches, and yet we get all the heat."
Well,
Freckles.
Tom Sawyer came to see this ball game.
Yep.
And some of the faithful still remaining. But it certainly looks now as if the Jazz will drop to 7-2 at home. And with the Knicks coming in town on Friday.
Better get that one.
Well, yeah. It was mentioned earlier, when this homestand started, that it was imperative the Jazz win at least 3 of the 5. 4 would be very nice. 5 might be pushing it a little bit. And Philadelphia, of course, took care of that. Looks like Chicago going to do it again tonight. You know, both Philadelphia and Chicago, if you noticed, and I'm sure you did, in the Philadelphia game, Rod, boy, the 76ers used every bit of that clock about 80% of the time. You know, they use that shot clock, and Chicago's doing a lot of the same.
Okay, here we go. We got 3 seconds left. Chicago leads 104-101, and from midcourt right side, the Bulls with the ball, and Brad Sellers will trigger. The Jazz have got to try for a steal. They get it in Oakley, and Oakley is fouled with 1 second left in the game. Foul to Bob Hanson. And Bobby fouls out. That's his 6th. And he leaves with only 4 points in this game tonight. Hanson out of there, and so at the free throw line, Charles Oakley, who tonight 2 for 2, and he has 8 points. So the Bulls, boy, what an incredible start for this team. They'll be 12-3, 8-1 on the road. That's unheard of. Not even the Lakers and the Celtics pull it off like that. Okay, here's Oakley. 1 second left. Charles' free throw is good, and that gives the Bulls the comfortable cushion of 4. Now a 3-point play won't even help.
Yeah, the Jazz were leading 91-90 with 4:11 to go in the ball game. Then Jordan picked up 9 points that I wrote down since that time. So, you know, he just kind of calmly.
They had that 7-point lead to start the 4th quarter and didn't put them away. That's
right, 7 points. Actually, it was a 7-point lead, right, with 5 minutes to go in the game.
And couldn't hold it.
Yep.
Right, Oakley misses. The game's over as Bailey rebounds. So Chicago the winner on a final score. The Chicago Bulls 105 on the Utah Jazz with Karl Malone getting 33. The Jazz 101. We'll be back with a recap following this timeout.
I tell you what, what are they booing? I'm not even sure what they're booing. Are they booing the Malone?
I don't know who they're booing. Or refs probably. They always blame.
Oh no, that was a good play. That was a good call.
They're booing the refs, yeah.
Should have thrown him out of the game. I'm dead serious.
On the air, why didn't you say that? On the air, you said I thought he was just trying to ward him off.
No. I'm not talking about the Paxton one. I'm talking about the crashing on Jordan down there.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. No. Paxton looked like he grabbed him around the shoulder and put a hammer lock on him, and but I have no sympathy for Malone. He's earned his reputation. Now he's got to
live up to it.
Instead of like the Mayflower Madam. Now maybe I should get another analogy.
We'll try and get John Paxson.
Are you going down now, or what happens now?
No, we can do it right here, and then I go down. And then you take it up here. Then you come down for the final wrap.
After the post-game show? Or after your post-game show?
Yeah.
Then I run up and do my own?
Same thing we did last year. Yeah. Are you going to do Jazz Talk? Or
yeah, sure. I've been on the air since 5:05.
The Chicago Bulls, a big win tonight over Utah, 105-101. After trailing by 7 with some 5 minutes left in the game, Michael Jordan and company roared back, and Jordan led with 47 points. Rod Hundley along with Dave Blackwell, we hope you've enjoyed our simulcast, but the Bulls the winner. Now the Jazz drop back even now to 7-7. More importantly, they've lost 2 in a row where they have been invincible in the past, but now 7-7 on the season.
Well, some other teams have fallen to Chicago at home also, as the Bulls have an 8-1 record, and they're winning the close games this year, games that they did not win last year. I thought the officiating was pretty decent on that entire thing, but you know, it's human nature. that when the team starts falling behind, then they start picking on the officials. For 3.5 quarters, nothing was done about the officials. They were, just doing their job until a couple calls they didn't like. But it was Michael Jordan and not the officials that won this ball game.
I'll tell you, another player that really, really was instrumental in this victory was John Paxson. He'll be our guest on the postgame show, hopefully. He had 19 points. He had the big three-pointer that put the game out of reach. He was steady all night long. He was taking the outlet pass away from when Jordan would be doubled up and hit the shot. And he was a very steady performer and a point guard who started every game this year for Chicago.
Rod, I think that after 14 games, the Jazz would be hoping that they would have maybe 10 or 9 wins. But now it's 7-7 because 10 of the first 15 games of the schedule was played at home. Now it might get a little tough in December, which was a good month for the Jazz last year, their best.
So they got one more home game now. They're 2-2 on this stretch, and they've got New York in here on Friday night, and then off for a 3-game road trip, Sacramento, San Antonio, and Houston. That'll wrap it up here where the Bulls are the winner by a score of 105-101, led by Jordan's 47. Malone had 33 for Utah. We'll be back with John Paxson after this timeout.